Let's continue with Seven Sisters chapter, that is 3.2, Meghalaya. So in Seven Sisters, first we read about Arunachal Pradesh, then about Assam. Children, as I told you last time also, I'm trying to send you some beautiful videos, but when I go across, I found beautiful videos in another language that wasn't English, so I couldn't upload much of them. But if I really want you to go through the YouTube and see these videos of these different places, you will be amazed to see that such wonderful places are there on in India. We want to go to US, we want to go to UK, we want to go to Switzerland, but India has an awesome beauty. When you go towards these northeastern places, you will realize India is so different, so beautiful, and with such a cultural heritage to enjoy. So we are learning about Seven Sisters, and we come to Meghalaya. Now Meghalaya is introducing. Hello friends, I am the abode of clouds, Meghalaya. So what does Meghalaya means? Meghalaya means the abode of clouds. My capital city Shillong is called the Scotland of East. So it is so beautiful that it is called the Scotland of East. Because of its highland, fog and scenery, my people speak English, Khasi, Nar and Garo. These are the regional languages which are spoken at Meghalaya. And believe me children, Meghalaya is beautiful. I have been there during my school days and it was really beautiful. I long to go back to this place again to see. I am overwhelmingly beautiful. I just told you it is really beautiful. Please go through the videos and see the beauty. It is much more than reading this, then you will see and enjoy. And everything here is impossibly green and alive. The rolling mist in the valleys, the undulating hills, numerous lakes, waterfalls, caves, sacred forests, and exotic flora and fauna are fascinating. Beautiful places they are. They are exciting, they are fascinating. Their undulating hills are there. Okay, undulating hills means not a in one shape, different shapes, up and down. Beautiful, beautiful lakes are there, waterfalls are there. Because this place has a lot of rainfall. The Cherrapunji and Mawsynram are one of the places where the highest rainfall is noted, that is in Meghalaya. That's why you will have beautiful lakes and waterfalls here. Sacred forest means beautiful, deep forest, children, and wonderful flowers which you'll not be able to see anywhere. Here, jhum or shifting cultivation is practiced. Even today, jhum or shifting means not one vegetable is grown. They keep on changing. If this year they are growing pineapple, next year they may grow something else. I have lovely mountains with stretches of valley and highland plateaus. The rock formations here contain rich deposits of valuable minerals like coal, limestone, uranium, and sillimanite. I have many rivers, so they are not only with exotic nature, but they also have this fuel which are very, very important for us: coal, limestone, uranium, sillimanite. Please come to see Cherrapunji and Mawsynram. I just told you in the above paragraph. These two places are well known for the highest rainfall on the earth. The wettest places on the earth. You can enjoy the forest and sacred groves here. That is the deep forest, wonderful forest. Deep means really deep, children. I cannot explain you unless you see the video. Of course, I am also sending you certain videos, but I want you to explore, use your time well when you have access to it. I boast of several national parks. Boast means proudly tell. National parks and wildlife sanctuaries. Friends, you would be amazed to see the Krem Liat Pra, which is the longest cave, and Senarang Pameang, which is the deepest cave. So, longest cave, like you will keep on walking, walking, walking to see where is the end, and deepest cave also. You can enjoy the panoramic view of Bangladesh from here. Do come to this Penfresh mountain state during the Wangala festival in autumn. So you will enjoy a panoramic view. For panoramic means a photogenic view, a complete view of Bangladesh from about top. And you come, you should, if you want to enjoy this fresh mountains and you want to see their traditions, the best time is to go to Wangala festival in autumn. Okay, now children, here at the bottom, you will find certain new words: distinctive, exotic, elegant, scenic. Make sure you write these words three times in practice, because very sure I'll be taking this for the dictation. This chapter will come for reading and dictation. When I will let you know. So do go with these words down: picturesque, awesome, exquisite, overwhelmingly, impossibly. Okay, Manipur. Hey, I am the fourth sister. Manipur, the jeweled land. Okay, I am the fourth sister. Now there the Manipur. We just finished Meghalaya and now we are here to Manipur. I am the fourth sister, Manipur, the jewel land. I am proud to be the jewel of my mother India. So it is called to be the jewel land because it is jewel of mother India. I am also known by my nicknames Kanglipak or Sonalebak. My capital is Imphal. So Manipur capital is Imphal. Meghalaya, Shillong. Assam, Guwahati. Arunachal Pradesh, Taiwan. These are the capitals I am talking about. Maharashtra, Mumbai is the capital. My capital is Imphal, where you can see the cyclist velodrome. Many of my people belong to the Meitei ethnic group. Okay, and they speak Meitei or Manipuri language. I have the credit of introducing polo to the European. Polo is, you have known, polo is like, playing hockey, but from the horse. You sit on the horse and you play hockey. Okay, so Europeans, the Britishers learned from Manipur. My people's staple diet consists of rice, fish, and large varieties of leafy vegetables. So, what they are fondly eating is rice, fish, and leafy vegetables, both aquatic and terrestrial. Now, see, the diet what they eat usually depends on their local produce. In Maharashtra, people are used to those who are Kokani, like we say, those who are in Konkan area. Those who are Ratnagiri, Goa side, they prefer to have fish with rice and curry, right? But whereas those people who are towards Satara, Kolhapur side, they prefer mutton and chicken. Similarly, the geographical area, what is available there, the food staple diet depends on that. So for them, rice, fish, and leafy vegetables. But a cuisine is so different from the rest of India due to the various aromatic herbs and roots that are peculiar to my state. Of course, they make use of a lot of herbs and roots, children. That's why their food tastes very different to us. Very, very different from what we eat. Blessed with an amazing variety of flora and fauna, I am home to host of rare endemic plants and animal life here. A treat for the eyes is the Kebul Lamjao National Park, an abode of the rare and endangered species of brow antlered deer. So this is a national park, and what do you find there is brow antlered deer. This ecosystem contains 17 rare species of mammals. It is the only floating national park of the world. You should come to see the Loktak Lake and floating islands. So it is only floating national park of the world, and you should come to see the Loktak Lake and floating islands. Manipuri dance is one of the most acclaimed classical dances of India, of course. Kathak, then Kuchipudi, along with that Manipuri is one of the old classical dances. The folk dances of tribal people captivate the beholders with their exotic costumes and simple but graceful rhythm. You should not fail to witness the Manipuri martial arts Tang Ta and Sarit Sarak. These are the martial arts. So it's a beautiful place with the lake, floating island, classical dance, and martial arts. They are well equipped with so many things, children. Many a time we misunderstand Manipur or Assamese people for Chinese people. No, but they are very much part of our India, children. They are very much Indian as you and me. Okay, please do go to YouTube and go through the videos of Manipur, Meghalaya, Assam, along with whatever I'm sending you, because more than reading this, when you visualize those things, when you will be able to see those things, you will enjoy it much better. Thank you.